Hello, can everyone hear me now? Sorry, I think I encountered an audio problem. Greetings! Sorry, I'm still very new to this whole Twitch thing, so if I encounter technical difficulties, please let me know in the chat. Alright, so today we will be playing through visual novels made in the recent Spooktober game jam. Yeah, it was a big indie visual novel game jam with like paid prizes and stuff, and we will be playing through various visual novels that were made during that jam. Let me look up let me quickly look up the one we got streaming here. It's called Amy's Perfect Candy. Andy, I'll disclose that I don't know that much about these games. I collected almost like a random selection. Okay, AHIO's not letting me find it right away. Oh no! Oh well. Hey! Nice to see you, Kantan. Is it alright if I call you Kantan? Oh, I hear my audio is quiet. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Am I nice and loud and clear? Kantan? Okay. Alright, so Amy's Candy. Let's look at the About section. Okay, this is just a bunch of credits. Always good to see who's made everything. If you don't mind, let's start! Amy's bedroom, a week before Halloween. Morning light filters through the curtains, shining through the messy room. Ooh, I like this room. One more week, just one more week until Halloween. Papa and Mama said no candy until I turn 7. And guess what? Amy is 7 now. She jumps out of bed, feet hitting the floor with a little thump. Her giant teddy bear tumble overs. She quickly picks up the plushie, a giant brown teddy bear with a giant bow. Heh, sorry, Mr. Barney. Amy can't wait to tell Mama and Papa about the plan. I'll promise I'll tuck you back in later. Indeed it is. Oddly specific age. Hopefully it's not like an ominous age. One second. Gotta turn something off. There we go. She grabs her blanket and wraps it around her shoulders like a cape, spinning dramatically till she's dizzy. And dashes through the door. The kitchen is already filled with the delicious scent of breakfast, coffee, and jasmine tea. Is the twist that the breakfast... Oh, dude, that is one buff dude. Lexus is slouched at the table, still in his pajamas. He lets out a groan that echoes like a bear waking from hibernation. Veneno stands at the counter preparing tea, his long hair falling into his face until he tucks it gently behind his ear. The sound of the kettle fills the silence. Okay, but who are these people in our house? Morning already? I swear, Amy's footsteps sound like thunder. These pretty men in this economy? She's just excited. You know how she's been. Excited? Ha! That kid's gonna explode before Halloween even gets here. That is true. When I was younger, I was enjoying the holiday a lot. Amy rushes in, dragging her blanket like a cape, her bare feet padding across the floor. She nearly trips, but steadies herself, her eyes sparkling with determination. The kiddo did say that they were going to tell Mama and Papa. Perhaps the dudes are the Mama and the Papa? Honestly, that would be adorable. Ta-da! Guess who's 7 and ready to eat candy? Is it me? I mean, look at these muscles. Don't I deserve a mountain of chocolates? I do agree with Cloudmarsh here. The kiddo is so cute. They look very kidnappable. No, Buffman, you got a carb load. Lexus flexes exaggeratedly, his pajama sleeve slipping down. He poses as though he's in front of a cheering crowd. Lexus! No, it's me, Amy the Witch. Well, not a witch yet, but soon. Mama, Papa, can we start making my costume today? Today? It's important. And costumes are like armor for hunting candy. If I'm just Amy, people will give me normal candy. But if I'm Witch Amy, they'll give me magical candy. This is very important 7-year-old logic. Lexus throws his head back and laughs, startling Veneno into nearly spilling his tea. Ha 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 ha! Magical candy, huh? Maybe... Alright, kiddo, you've convinced me, but don't come crying if my sewing makes your witch hat look like a squashed pumpkin. You're actually gonna help her sew? Ouch! Right in the pride. Clutches his chest dramatically, pretending to faint against the table. Amy, he giggles so hard her blanket cape slips off her shoulders. Don't worry, Mama. If it looks funny, I'll just say it's a silly witch costume. Every trick-or-treater who came to our house, we sorted their costume into 1 of 4 quadrants and calculated their appropriate candy accordingly. Now I want to see what the appropriate candy arrangement looks like. They had to wait at the door a while as we crunched the numbers, but I don't know if they were that cold. Thank you, Cloudmarsh, for giving me this wisdom. A silly witch. I suppose that would suit you. Alright, Amy hugs Veneno on leg. You'll see, together we'll make it perfect. Veneno looks down at her sparkling eyes, then glances towards Lexus, who is smirking like he already won the argument. Veneno sighs, but his lips curve faintly upward. Alright, we'll see what we can do. Make that costume! Make that costume! Make that costume! Make that costume! Amy cheers loudly, spinning around again with her cape, nearly knocking over her chair. Lexus laughs so much he almost spills his tea, and Veneno quietly steadies the cup before it tips. Actually, let me adjust the stream a little bit so that you guys can see. If I move everything around a little bit. There we go. This better? Yeah, this is better. Alexis laughs so much he almost spills his tea. And yeah, I already read this line. The three of them share the moment in the cozy morning glow, laughter echoing through the house. This is adorable. Next morning in the kitchen, 6 days before Halloween, sunlight spills in even brighter than yesterday. Amy sits at the table, scribbling furiously in her candy plans notebook. Her tongue sticks out slightly in concentration. As she draws little doodles of lollipops and chocolate bars. The corporate future, their names are Venmo and Lexus. Oh yeah, and Amy. Ah, and the candy plans notebook. Ah, indeed. Manano quietly sets a plate of eggs and toast in front of her. Well, Alexis yawns loudly, his hair sticking out in every direction, stretching like a lazy cat. What is this? The grand strategy for raiding the neighborhood sweet stash? Yes, it's called Amy's Perfect Candy Plan. Amy will find the most perfect candy. Yes. Yes. Look, I've mapped every house. Amy will write who gives chocolate, who gives gummies, and who gives other candies. But I'll eat all because candy is candy. They're dangerously ambitious like your mama. And so thorough like your papa. Please eat your eggs, Amy, before they go cold. Amy digs in. Alexis leans across the table closer to Veneno, lowering his voice with a grin. Admit it, you love when she takes after me. She'll be loud like you, and brave! Oh, by the way, Amy, did you notice? The house across from Maria's, it has new people now. I saw them moving boxes yesterday while I was going home. New neighbors? Did they bring candy boxes? Not everything is candy, kiddo, but I did see a little boy, about your size, although a lot taller. Maybe your age. A new friend? Perhaps. He looked quiet, shy maybe. But it's why you should go and say hello. Yes, say hello. Amy will. Also, new neighbors should feel welcome. Maybe you can invite him to walk with you and Aria later. Yes. Amy's perfect candy plan. Just got a new teammate. Careful though. What if he doesn't like candy? Doesn't like candy? That's impossible. That's against Halloween rules. Not everyone likes the same things, Amy. Then I'll just find the candy he likes. There might be one, or if he doesn't really like candy, Amy will find everything else that he likes, so he'll feel welcomed. Alright, chat. Which one do we go for? Two. Oh, 2 is a good option. What does the rest of the chat think? Oh, that's 2 of the 3 viewers have voted for 2, so I think that means 2 is the solution. Unless you guys feel like having a massive debate about this. Hey, Redpo2! It's good to see you. Alright, everyone's voting 2. Well, except for you, Diana. I'm sorry. We could also save. Save. Return. Then I just find the candy he likes, or if he really doesn't like candy, Amy will find anything else he likes so he feel welcomed. Amy answers confidently with a wide smile. That's my girl. Amy jumps off her chair. Notebook in hand, already scribbling. Meet new neighbor boy. Find candy he likes onto her list. They got mixed amusement and fondness. A beautiful smoothie. the kitchen filled with her humming as she plans yet another adventure. Meet the new neighbor house? Oh. Go to Aria's house now. Let's meet the new neighbor. I'm making the decision now. Although, we can always save. Leaves scatter along the pavement. A harsh dictator. I'll let you guys choose the last option. I feel like this image looks strangely photoshopped or something. Like the house has a harsh dictator to the cider. Leaves scatter along the pavement, crunching under Amy's sneakers. She skips down the street with her little notebook clutched to her chest, humming a made-up tune about candy. Photo bashed, yeah. Like there was a house, and then they added PNGs of Halloween decorations. Honestly, good vibe for a visual novel. Let's see. Da 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 da. Candy, candy, I love the candy. Candy, candy, I love the candy. Candy, 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 candy. I want the candy. A tall boy sits alone on the steps, knees pulled up, staring at the ground. His shadow stretches long in the golden light. Amy cheerfully waves at him. Hi! The boy looks up slowly, startled. He has white hair and eyes that look like he isn't sure if he wants to smile. Hi! Amy approached him. I'm Amy! I live down the street, in the yellow house with the flower boxes. What's your name? Ray? Ray! That's easy to remember. Like a ray of sunshine. Nayuda! The lawyer ace attorney moment. Rick. Actually, it's Rick Ashley. Amy pauses and tilts her head. You don't look very sunny, though. Ray looks away. I guess not. Never gonna give you up, baby Nayuda. Never gonna give up, baby Nayuda. Maybe Nayuda used to go by Rick and is secretly Rick Ashley. That's how he knows what's happening with the youths in America. Because he knows how to rickroll. A classy intellectual joke for our enlightened chat. Okay. Amy is like, I will be friends with you. He plays Rick. His famous Dada artist man, Ray, for a visual novel depth. His VN would be nothing but photo bashes. He plays Rickroll on Blast with Apollo. That's okay. I can be sunny for both of us. So, what do you like, Ray? Apollo suffers, as he should. Yeah, like candy or colors or games. Everyone likes something. Ray looks hesitant and pauses for a moment. It's just so funny when he's suffering. Chocolate. Amy gasps loudly and leans closer. Chocolate? Yes, I like chocolate. All types of chocolate. This Anton, do you think Nayuda likes chocolate? Is this truly baby Nayuda? Or is this like baby Ray Shields or something? White chocolate. Diana has affirmed that he is a chocolate lover. That's good. Ray blinks at her enthusiasm, and for the first time his lips twitch upward, just a little. Amy looks scribbling in her notebook. Ray looks confused. No man, right? He's more of a kid, right? Okay, so Ray equals chocolate. Got it. You're officially part of my candy map. Candy map? Amy showed him the messy page of plan covered in doodles. They eat chocolate together with Ema. Ooh, who's Ray from Henry Danger? I haven't heard of Henry Danger. You should enlighten me. For this is an enlightened chat. Yep, this is Amy's perfect candy plan. I'm gonna find the best candy in the whole world. You can help me if you want. Ray shakes his head quickly. Amy pouts. I don't know. Why not? Back where I lived before, others didn't really like me. Amy tilts her head, listening carefully. Ray hesitates, then blurts. They said I was too big, too tall, too quiet. They laughed at me. Hunches his shoulders, is trying to fold himself smaller. David Shields? Okay. If my memory is correct in the fan translation of Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Eddie Fender is secretly Ray Shields in like the fan translation, so I was thinking of him. But I think this kid being Nayuda seems more likely than that. Rick Ashley Nayuda specifically. Amy stares at him for a long moment, her expression softening. Then she hops to stand in front of him, planting their heads on. We love you, baby Yudi! Yay! Well, that's dumb. What? That's dumb. Who cares if you're tall? That just means you can reach the candy bowls on high shelves. Penny Spears, David Spears, Henry Safer, Penny Nichols! Yeah, I know who Penny Nichols is. And being quiet is cool too. It makes you sound mysterious, like a knight with a secret mission. A knight? Yep, every candy quest needs a knight. I can be the witch, Ara likes dresses, so she'll probably be the princess, and you're the knight! Tall, strong, and secretly nice. I don't know if I'm strong. Then I'll be strong for you until you believe it. That's what friends do. His eyes widen at the word friends. He fidgets, looking down at his hands. You really want to be my friend? Of course. And you know what? I'll introduce you to Arya, too. She's my best friend. Nicole Minaj. This girl knows her tropes. Indeed she does. She gets shy sometimes, but she's super kind. You'll like her. And then the three of us can share candy together. That'll be great. Thank you, Amy. Oh, we achieved the achievement. Of course, no worries. How about we go to Aria's house now? Ray is surprised. Now? Yeah, it's still early and we can both find out what Aria's gonna wear on Halloween night. Okay, it is throwing me. This visual novel has like, I don't know if you guys can hear it very well, but it has like these low tones as like the soundtrack. But like all the dialogue's really cheery and adorable, which makes me think something bad's gonna happen, but I don't know for sure, and now I'm nervous. Nicolas Cage? Alright, let's go meet Aria. Nicolas Cage. You can do the National Treasure stuff and solve the candy mystery. Amy snatched Ray's hand and began running towards Aria's house. Ray is surprised but went along happily anyway. Yeah, the chat is going a little bit crazy, but that's okay. The crazy chat is a good chat, as long as they're like not evil. Let's see. Noon, Aria's house. Oh, dude, this is the world's pinkest room. Man, we've been there. Keep up. The insane chat. The sunlight outside is golden. The faint smell of cookies drifts from the kitchen window. Aria's bedroom is pink and sprinkled with her favorite stuffs. Alright. In my defense, everyone is new here on the virtue of this is my second stream ever, so yeah. I'm the new ER. You're the ER? I can go to you if I need medical attention? Excellent! Will you give me cookies? I know Diana wants cookies, so if Diana goes to your ER... the cookies must be given. Let's see. They got kid chairs, star lamps shining across the wall, and on the bed lies a pink princess dress spread out carefully. I think it would be really fun to be the artist who draws the backgrounds for something like this. With photos to trace and all. That would be fun. Unless you have diabetes. What an interesting nature to be newer than of the new, but still all new. Alright. I don't think any of you guys were here for my first stream, which was a few hours ago, so there's like, you guys are like the second newest. Alright, Aria's got a dress, her cheeks are pink, fingers twisting at the knock on the door is heard. Aria, Amy is here, and she brought something with her. Oh, come in! The door creaks open. Amy pops her head in, grinning wide, with Ray shuffling behind her, hands stuffed in his pockets. Aria, it's me, the witch in training, and this is Ray, the new boy in town. The winking wizard. Nice to meet you. Arya blinks, startled, but gives a small wave. Hello, my name is Arya. Nice to meet you too. Do we all make fun of the Wicked Wizard daily? Oh, snap. Ray and Arya shakes hands. They both say they may have some sort of spark. Amy bounces aside and plops on the bed, staring at the dress. What are you doing? I was just looking at my dress. I'd wear it for Halloween, but I don't know if it's good. She frowns, lowering her gaze. Amy gasps loudly. Okay. Chat, wow, it's sparkly like a princess, or it's pink and pretty. It's going to match with my witch costume. Y'all can make fun of Apollo Justice all day. Indeed, the illusion of choice in our visual novels, I don't believe that's possible. I believe these will lead you on two completely different routes, and one of them will get you killed, and the other one will get you to the good end. The stakes are very high right now. If we don't know for sure. We got two people wanting to go for option one. But what do Cloud Marsh and Redpo think? We got the great debate. Man, remember Choose Your Own Adventure books? Those would always kill you off, but... No, I'm kidding. I don't actually know. I mean, it's possible this visual novel will kill me. But, like, I don't know for sure. Choose Your Own Adventure books are wild. I should read more of them. One second. Alright, I'm gonna choose one. Ray blinked, then nodding slowly. It's really nice and pretty. Arya's cheeks flushed brighter, but a tiny smile forms. See, even Ray agrees. I kind of tempted to replace Ray's name with Nayuda since we've agreed that he's baby Nayuda. Guess what? Nayuda likes chocolate. Chocolate? Really? Yeah. White chocolate. Arya grasps with excitement. My mom makes chocolate cookies today. Ray's eyes are sparkling after hearing his favorite sweet flavor. I'll take some from the kitchen. Ara rushed to the door and went down to the kitchen. After some minutes, she's back with a wide pink plate full of said chocolate cookies. Please take as much as you want, Ray. My mom loves to bake this and prepare for it for Halloween. Alright, so there was a stack of cookies. One's been taken carefully, stolen away, and Arya takes one. Chat's calling Clavier a loser and Apollo a loser. Is Klapalo secretly the loser ship? I mean, it's gotta be better than Narumitsu. I mean, Narumitsu's the basic if you're an Ace Attorney fan. I think... Look, man, I'm not very up to date on the Klapalo lore. I've never played Apollo Justice, so... Although, if memory serves, Diana, you haven't played Apollo Justice either, so... Nobody's played Apollo Justice! Has anyone in the chat played Apollo Justice? Please speak up if you've played Apollo Justice. I just know a lot of the lore. That was me with Undertale when it first came out, believe it or not. Yeah, all those regular ships are old news now. I just know. I have Apollo Justice. I have Apollo Justice too. I just know they are gay. The lack of Apollo Justice players is insane. In the meantime, these kids are busy talking about chocolate cookies. Narumitsu is old school, yeah. Oh, boyfriend! Is the mic picking up the laughter? I'm not sure if it is. I know, right? You should come over. Heck yeah. Clavier will set his rabid fans on you, Kanton. The three of them all inhaled the cookies on the plate. Alright, back to the plan about Aria's dress. They giggle softly, munching on the last cookie. I think the dress you chose is beautiful and it suits you. You think it's really okay if I wear this? Guys, you are like canonically 7. The Athena will set Simon Blackwell on you. Oh, holy crap, Kanton! 72 fix? Holy crap! That is so many fix. Congratulations. All of the kids in this visual novel are just like overthinking their Halloween costumes. But what if people don't like it? What if it's too boring? Screw the people who think princesses are boring. Kanton, have you ever considered writing a visual novel? Like, you could write... Pity Simon Blackwell will then set Taka on you because Taka will kill you. Why is Simon Blackwell mad at us again? I think I missed that part. Ray is like, I'll be the knight. If anyone says bad things about you, Dress, I'll strike them down with my sword. Taka loves visual novels. Taka is a huge gamer, actually. Joke's on you, I have a cat. Well, not with a real sword. Amy suddenly grabs her hand. Come on, let's go outside. Outside? Yeah, let's walk around this way and look at the houses. Everyone's decorating already, right? Then you'll see every house is different, every pumpkin is different, every ghost is... Kanton is keeping Apollo Justice prisoner. Where is Apollo Justice in this visual novel? If we got Nayuta but we don't have Apollo, then what are we doing? Your cat hurts Taka. Simon will come after you. No, he's here of his own free will. I'm suspicious. And that means every person's different too, so no one's gonna care if you're a princess, as long as Aria is having fun. Ray glances at them and quietly adds, yeah, let's go. I'm sure it will be fun to see all the differences around the neighborhood. Ara brushes, hugging her sleeves but smiling. Thank you, both of you. Back to the Photo Bashed house, everybody! Welcome to the Photo Bashed house! We will find Apollo Justice in this visual novel, and if he's not in this visual novel, we'll make him into this visual novel. My proof is that Trucy is here. You think Simon is afraid of jail? I believe Simon Blackwell is totally unafraid of jail. Let's see, they're walking and rolling. Down the streets they're strolling. They got pumpkins, strings of lights like cobwebs, and they're strolling on the ground. Look, that house has a giant pumpkin with a silly face. He looks like he ate too much candy. His teeth are all crooked. Exactly, but nobody says, "Oh, Mr. Pumpkin, you look so funny." They just laugh and say, "Nice pumpkin." Ray lets out a small chuckle. The sound surprising even himself. Each of them look unique and special. Those ghosts look kind of wobbly, and the edges are jaggy. Yeah, see, even wobbly ghosts are cool. That's why you can wear your princess dress. Doesn't matter if it's old or boring, it's still your ghost. I mean, your princess power. Ara smiles shyly, hugging her sleeves. You always make things sound so easy. That's because I'm a witch. Witch knows secrets like. I think Amy, as a witch, knows the secret of how to keep all of these Ace Attorney characters that have shown up in the chat happy. Because I can see y'all are talking Ace Attorney, and I can tell that there are a lot of infightings and people in jail, and I'm a Minecraft player and would have an underground base. Okay, let me check on the chat here for a second. Essentially, Kanton has Apollo Justice and Trucy prisonered underground in Minecraft. Like, they could be under one of these photo bashed houses for all I know. Oh, Kanton is denying the accusations of prisonerhood. Oh, but Diana says they're prisoners. That is what is happening. Secret? Everything will be easy if you're having fun. And costumes are always better when your best friend and your knight are next to you. Ara's cheeks turn pinker. She looks down at the sidewalk. But she's smiling. Ray's face warms too, though he stays quiet. You really think people will like it? I like how right now the visual novel's like kids going trick-or-treating before they're allowed to go trick-or-treating. And chat's like, so we have Ace Attorney characters locked up in our bunkers. Or I guess freely chilling in their bunkers. Is this the apocalypse? If we're using bunkers here, is this the apocalypse? If anyone says something mean about you and Ray. Amy raises her hands, making pretend sparks and magic spells. I'll zap them into frogs! Ribbit! Ara bursts into giggles, covering her mouth. But they probably deserved it. Hee hee, watch me. Oh, they found spider decorations. The plastic spiders dangle from the roof. Amy stops and stares dramatically. Look. Oh. Typo. Image Amy Casual said speak not found. Look, Spider Kingdom. Amy pretends to be scared and shivering. Okay. Princess Ara, Knight Ray, will you save me from the scary spiders? Yes, with my charm. I will too, with my sword. Hooray, the princess of the night saved me. Now I will give her a pink hairpin. This magical pink hairpin. Ara laughs and takes it carefully. Thank you, brave witch. Now Amy turned to Nayuta. Now I will give him a purple pin that has printed castle wrapping it. I'm not sure if anything bad is going to happen. Like, the music implies something bad is going to happen, but knowing how indie devs tend to be, sometimes they choose the wrong music for their visual novels. Like, this is very chill so far. They're chilling on the porch. They're doodling a helmet. They got a crown. I low-key want something bad to happen. I crave angst. Kantan's like, yes, I don't have Apollo and Trucy locked up in my bunker, but I also but I also want these kids to suffer. Okay, so new scene. Me as an indie dev when I put the hallelujah causes over the tragic puppy death scene. Alright, so flower shop. Someone's at the flower shop, so it's just Lexus and Amy. Okay. Fabric scraps cover the couch like fallen leaves. Lexus sits cross-legged, holding up a crooked strip of cloth with great pride. Amy kneels on the carpet, scissors in hand, slowly surrounded by sparkly buttons she dug out of the sewing box. How hard can sewing possibly be? Thread, needle, poke, ta-da, instant cloak. It looks kinda like a bat with a stomach ache. The betrayal! This is avant-garde. Witch fashion. Thank you very much. This falls apart. I'm blaming you, Mama. Fair, but if it holds together, I'm taking all the credit. They're putting buttons on it. This button clearly summons owls. Very fashionable owls, of course. Owl City reference? Owls don't care about fashion. Is this true, chat? Chat, do owls? Alexis is like, rude, owls invented fashion. Look at those feathers. Alright, what's the stance on owls, everybody? This app button guarantees double chocolate. Owls from Athena, then no. That's me. Greek god Athena. Ah yes, Athena Sykes, the Greek god. Exactly, you're qualified. Amy claps her hands, then carefully tries to thread a needle. Perfect technique, absolute. I love both owls and Athena. Athena Sykes is like, what did I do? What do you got against Goddess Athena? I don't know. I meant the Greek goddess Athena she did turn that one lady into a bug. Unprovoked! Don't tell your papa, he thinks I can actually do this. Alright. Presenting Lady Amy, Duchess of Sparkly Button, Scourge of the Raisins, and future finder of the perfect candy. Mama, that's way too long. Nonsense, a true witch deserves a grand title. They both dissolve into laughter. Alright. Okay, so she's been taught how to sew. They made a witch costume. It's cool. Kiss on the cheek for Amy and a kiss on the lips for Veneno. My aura of intellectual fades away. One second. Banana then sits at the table, carefully checking his work notes and Flora's schedule for the week. Let's see. Basket full of candy. Papa! Banana answers without looking at Amy. I have an idea! A super duper important idea! Banana sighs softly, closing his notebook. He smiles at Amy, but there's a visible exhaustion coming from his eyes. Important? What is it, little one? Amy puts her notebook in front of him with a dramatic flourish. Alright, I'm checking the chat again. Ooh, Greek mythology discussion. I was always more of a Roman history nut, but I had a Greek mythology page when I was younger. Okay, so if you were a Roman history nut, does that mean that you are an almond or a cashew or a peanut? What type of nut are we talking about? Yeah, Lizamia, we hypothesize that these youths of the VNs will shortly be cursed by... I'll be a walnut for sure. Everyone in the chat put what nut they'd be. If Cloud March is a walnut, what are the rest of you? Ta-da! The Candy Basket Project. We'll have to make a candy basket together. It's for Amy's perfect candy plan, and every step down to my costume has to be perfect. A candy basket? Yes, for Halloween. It has to be special and strong. And magical, so it can hold all the candies we collect. These! Boo! Cloud March predicted my reaction. Coconut, I guess, because I don't like nuts. It has to be special and strong and magical, so it can hold all the candies I'll collect. Banana looks dignified. Delighted or dignified? The joy quickly withers away. He remembers the work he has to do at the flower shop. Amy, that sounds fun, but Papa has to work. Halloween week is the busiest at the flower shop. I can't miss my shift. My co-workers depend on me. Amy pouts and puts her hands on her hips. But Papa, work is boring. Skip it just this once. But Papa, this is my very first candy hunt. Alright, what's the solution, chat? We've come to another fork in the road. Death could await us. Okay, we got one vote for two. We got 6 viewers in here. Guilt trip him. One. Wait, 2 is better. Oh, 2. Disposable Cheeto. Hello, Disposable Cheeto. I haven't seen you before. I have a suspicion as to who you are, but I don't know for sure. Alright. I'll take the 3 people voting 2 as an indicator that 2 is the solution. 3 invade an enemy candy plant. I'm in favor of 3, actually. 3 is the solution. Made this account just to watch my pal Liz stream, lol. Hey, thank you! That is really cool. Papa, this is my very first candy hunt. But Papa, this is my very first candy hunt. Don't you think family time is important too? Your first candy hunt? You're right, family time is important, but still, it's not so simple. Orders must be filled, and my coworkers need me. I'm not blackmailing you! Disposable Cheeto. I asked you politely. Blackmail would imply that I have secrets to reveal on chat. Which I probably do, but still! Amy leans closer, hopeful. Okay, then what if? If you don't help, my basket will be ugly forever. If you take the day off, Amy can build the basket together with Papa. Alright, guys. What's the choice? Do I have to be a dictator? Or are we allowed to have agency again? These are the mysteries of this chat. Two. I do think 2 is a good option, but I must trust my viewers. As a Twitch streamer, I must trust my viewers all the time. Okay, oh, we got 1 for 1, but 2 for 2. That's kind of thematic if you think about it. That means there's 3 for 3. Right? Manipulate him. The manipulator. The manipulator. Let's see. Alright, since we've reached the 1 hour mark. That is true. I hear one of my friends from Australia is gonna bump into this chat pretty soon, and when they show up, I plan to maybe switch visual novels because there's one they really wanted me to play on stream. If that's alright with everyone. If it's not alright with everyone, we can continue with this one. Let's see. If you take a day off, Amy can build the basket together with Papa. Every time I carry it, Amy will remember you made it with me. His eyes suffering, fingers brushing over her drawing. You would remember me every time you used it? Yes, every single candy I put inside will feel you're helping me, even if you're not there. That's sweet. Still leaving for work means someone else must cover for me. Papa, listen. Oh, we could be savage. Are we a temper tantrum throwing kid or a happy kid? I don't have the heart to choose option 1, so I'm gonna choose option 2. Papa will always say, hey, flowers bring happiness to people. Right? Well, Papa is my flower, and Amy will be happiest if Papa is there making the basket with me. Ven Veneno is stunned. His cheeks big. I'm your flower? Yep, a big, tall, nice smelling flower. And flowers make people happy, so if you stay with me for one day, I'll be the happiest witch in the world. Amy. He smiled. Thank you, my sweet little girl. Alright, I'll do it. I'll request a day off. We'll make your candy basket together. Yay! Papa is the best flower ever. Alright, he gets Amy's drawing and sets it carefully on the table. Show me how you want the basket to look. Tomorrow, it'll be project. Hey! See you later, Redpo 2, and hello, Berry Sweetheart. It's good to see you. Hello and goodbye indeed. Right now we're playing in a visual novel about a bunch of kids training. Thank you, Barry. Alright, we've been playing this visual novel for about an hour, and we were thinking of switching to a different visual novel called, let me check the name of it again. Let me see, Windows. Why am I using Windows for this? Why can't I use Linux? A Witch for Halloween. All in favor of switching to A Witch for Halloween, say aye. All. Aye. Alright. Let's see, let me look at the chat. Yes. Okay. Looks like the peoples are cool with us witching. So without further ado, we shall save our game in case we ever go back to this visual novel. Doot. Alright. Amy's Perfect Candy has been closed. Please tolerate this deep, dark void while I switch visual novels. Let's see. Open documents. Y'all can extract all. Man, I thought that visual novel would be shorter, but I guess I underestimate the people's abilities to write long visual novels. Alright. Give us 5 seconds to extract. And Witch for Halloween. EXE. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. The game's running. Let me tell OBS to see it. Alright, A Witch for Halloween. Let's go. See, it's a very basic sort of Renpai game. Based off these vibes. But let's start. It was a mild night, clear of storms. Some people might say it was the perfect weather for sending some children out. Not too cold, a little wind rattling the leaves. Well, I say it's crap. So I'm minding my own business, sitting in my own backyard and being perfectly miserable by myself when... Ah! What the... Owie zowie! Are you okay? Oh yes, mistress, I'm fine. 'Tis but a scratch. But what about... What about what? You're, The broom is busted! My broom! I can go get some duct tape? Tape will not heal the wood. It's a broom. 'Tis a witch's broom, and very special indeed. It grants me the power of flight. Maybe you should be more careful with it then. I can't help with the arrogant gusts of winds and clouds over the moon make my flying difficult. I glance up. No real clouds overhead. Well, if duct tape won't do it, how can we fix it? We must find the spirit tree. Alright guys, how would you fix a witch's broom? A what? Pink hair supremacy. Man, I should have given myself pink hair. Then I could have been like this witch and it could be a self-insert type character situation. Hot glue. E600 glue and a lot of rubber bands. Y'all got good answers. A tree that attracts magic and stores it. That glue smells like the devil, but boy does it work. Can make a new broom from its branches. Where do we find that? In truth, their numbers are dwindling these past decades. Is there any forest near here? Well, there's a park near this neighborhood and the next meet, and there's some trees there. Wonderful! Let's be off! What? Hey! The witch drags me off. I can't help but feel a little bit hopeful that tonight might be fun after all. You're headed in the wrong direction. Where then? Gotta get out of my backyard for starters. Whoa, this is a very white house. It's like a soldering iron. Okay. What did that set the wood on fire? The witch looks over our house, seeming displeased. Me coming home when I'm the president. Where are all your decorations? Well, Mom set out the plastic pumpkins. It's magic, it'll be fine. I trust your magical abilities. They didn't elect me for my brains. Pitiful, pathetic. I must help. Oh, dude! She reaches into her sleeve and draws a long wand with a little jack-o'-lantern on the end of it. She gives it a good swing, and suddenly... Much better! Man, I wish I had the ability to instantly Halloweenify a house. Much better. Where did all that come from? It's part of my magic. On the special night of the year, I spread Halloween cheer. It would be the best superpower. I'm gonna use the superpower to Halloween all of your houses. Then everyone will have a Halloween house. My mother will hate it, and I can appreciate that until she blames it on me and makes me clean it up. Excellent, excellent. Now where is the spirit tree? Don't know if there's a spirit tree there, but if we go this way... Welcome to the White House Lane. As you can see, all of the houses are white houses. Very presidential, very, very much so. As we walk down the street, we see a single trick-or-treater and a small family walking their baby around the subdivision. The witch seems disturbed by this. Where are all the children? Where's the excitement, the tricking, and the treating? Me when I am one of the 24 people elected presidents. They're probably at the park. Some families from around the block are hosting a bunch of activities there. This will simply not do. She stops and waves her hand furiously at the nearby houses. They're all gaying decorations, cobwebs, and streamers, and jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. Sorry, what's your name? March. March. Wait, isn't that a weird name for a Halloween witch? My mother had been so hoping I would be a St. Patrick's Day witch that she named me for its month. Okay, that's kind of weird. Anyways, March, aren't these decorations gonna be a pain to clean up? How conscientious of you. Didn't tell her I was thinking of my own cleanup. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing, Cloud March. What is a St. Patrick's witch? Do they just shoot their shamrocks at you and there's instant Irish powers around your house? Your house becomes instantly Irish. But you see, the glory and bane of my work is that it only lasts into the wee hours of the morning on November 1st, once all the revels have come to their end. Which time zone does this rely on? Irishification. After St. Patrick drove all the snakes out of Ireland, the St. Patrick's witches are the ones who snuck them back in. I support this. I believe we should increase the amount of snakes in the world. That's convenient. The results of my... He wasn't too thrilled that they took his name. The results of my work last but for a night, but if I can make that night memorable, I have done my work well. Speaking of which, you don't seem to be having much fun so far. Holds out the wand to me. You try it! Stare at the piece of thin wood in my hand. It feels so flimsy. March watches me with wide, curious eyes. I feel like I have to do something. I point the wand at the corner of a nearby house's porch. A single, solitary pumpkin appears. March claps. It'll get easier as you go along, but with a little imagination, you can do just about everything. As long as it's Halloween related? Yes. I'm thinking... This is a tangent based off a show I'm not even sure all of the chat has watched. But I watched this show called Bar Rescue once, and the whole premise is that this guy goes around to like the worst bars in America and starts trying to save them from disaster. And one of the bars in question was trying to be spooky. It was trying to be like a spooky bar, but the result was that the bar looked like a bunch of Halloween decorations were plastered all over the place. Ace? And so I feel like they need the witch's power, that specific bar. Diana is shook that I watched Bar Rescue. What's next? As I think over what I could do with March's powers, we come across a girl standing at her front doorstep, glaring out at the world. Oh, young mistress, what is wrong? The girl looks up. Who are you, weirdo? My, how impudent. Girl, I am March the Halloween witch, and this is my sidekick. Mina! I'm not... Mina, how can we assist? The girl sighs in exasperation. Now what's next? Listening to Miku. How is listening to Hatsune Miku and watching American reality television related? Chat, please explain. Can't help. I was watching the Henderson's dog yesterday, and he got into my overnight bag. I thought he didn't ruin anything, but... She whirls around, showing her skirt is shredded and full of holes. I understand. This is not very befitting of a fairy. Such as yourself. I don't know. It's kind of punk rock. What do rocks have to do with anything? Never mind. You need to fix that dress. She raises her eyebrows at me. How? I don't see you lugging around the sewing machine. March's eyes flick from my own face to my hands. Glance down and remember the wand I'm pressing to my chest. I hold up, wondering what I could do with it. We need no sewing machine, just a pinch of magic should do. The girl laughs. Magic? What is this? On Halloween night? Nonsense. Alright. We're gonna wave the wand and save this. Alright. We got a choice, chat! We got a choice! Quick, chat. Do we change the dress into something funny or to something nice? What type of person are we? Two, okay. We got one vote for two. I'm too scared of consequences to pick one. We can save, you know, and then, like, reload if it sucks, you know. I just saved the game, so whatever we choose, we can go back on it. Alright. Both play with both Bar Rescue and Hatsune Miku play with the listeners and watchers. Expectations of reality and truth. Reality TV promises that its events are real, but they are in fact at least a little artificial, having been crafted and presented by producers and editors. On the other hand, Vocaloid music offers artificiality, a fake robot singer, not a real human voice. And yet through this artificial lens, many musicians are able to tap into something more real and human than they would have without it. 2. Okay, we got 2 votes for 2 and 1 vote for 1. That's the common thread. Thanks for coming to my dissertation. Excellent. Alright. 2 or 1? 2 or 1? Anyone else gonna vote, or is it just Kantan and Barry Sweetheart who's voting for 2 and Diana who's voting for 1? What is the solution, chat? I appreciate the dissertation, by the way. It's a good dissertation. Yeah, anytime. Alright. If nobody responds within the next 2 seconds, I'm choosing change your dress into something nice. 3, 2, 1, go! I wave my wand at the girl, trying to think of something fun. She's got reason to be frustrated, and I don't like that she's taking it out on us, but maybe fixing her costume will cheer her up. Yellow and orange lights surround her. When they die away, we see... This is gorgeous! Oh, dude, people are getting doctorates in the chat. This is gorgeous! Wonderful, wonderful. I like how it doesn't fix didn't fix the dress, it just changed the entire dress completely. Wonderful, wonderful. I feel like a queen, as you should. And my first command as Queen Genevieve, command, is for us to go get candy. Without waiting for us, the girl tears down the street heading to the park. At least she did enjoy your treat. Yeah, I guess so. Just hope she doesn't get it in her head that she can order other kids around. If she does, she will find many tricks in her future. March leads me down the pavement again. Onwards to more tricks and treats. Alright, we go to the park. Now, the front of the park, there's people doing things. But tonight, there's plenty of adults and children here, and booths and activities out the wazoo. Trunk or treating, cornhole, sack races, a costume contest, face painting, pumpkin painting. Kantan was a medical doctor, now I am the other kind of doctor. Like the bookie no saving lives kind. With books you can destroy things. March takes me by the hand and runs me around the place, oohing and eyeing at the kids' costumes and the different things to do. This is such a nice celebration. I think it's easier on the parents to come to one place like this than to decorate their own places and have the kids walking around doing who knows what. Well, we can still decorate the houses and give them a treat to come back home to. March. Seems nice. A little weird maybe, but nice. She just suddenly drags me over to a couple of buckets. Do they have apple ducking? What? Yes, this is apple ducking. Eagerly, she points to the buckets. They're filled with water and apples. Older guy comes over and smiles at us. You kids want a bob for some apples? Gotta say, this hasn't been the most popular activity tonight. Think we might leave it out next year. But ducking is fun and apples are delicious. Guys, would you get apples out of a bucket? I think kids go more for candy. And the adults would rather have cider. Not to mention getting all wet. It's simply water. Come on. Watch me and learn. Alright, we're gonna grab... Alright. We'll take... Let's see. We aren't that concerned about cheating. It will take longer to tie you up than for you to just go for it. Alright. I've never done apple dunking or apple ducking before. And I'm American. So, do Australians not celebrate Halloween? Before the older guy can say anything, she's done it more 2 times, pulling up 2 more apples. Well, little missy, you got some skill there. Nearly takes practice, and I've had much. Now you try it. She beckons me over. Let me ask my friend if they do. There are no ghosts in Australia. Not when I was growing up, but nowadays I'm seeing more Halloween stuff in the shops. It's growing. So the Halloween craze is spreading to the Australians. 1 second. Okay, good. That answers my question. Try it. I promise it's not so hard. It's not hard. I don't want to get my knees muddy and my shirt wet. March glances down at herself and realizes she's got water all over her dress. Are you scared of a little water? It'll dry out soon. I don't like apples. I shall take your apples. Where on earth did you get that? Halloween is October 31st. Guys, I'm trusting. I hope someday you guys get giant fake kangaroo skeletons the way we get novelty skeletons of, like, spiders. Alright. We're taking in the apples. I set March's wand down and placed my hands on the side of the bucket. Leaning forward, I pick an apple at random and aim for it, bringing my head down. My teeth scrape the fruit, but my head pushes it down farther in the bucket and then away. I come up with nothing. With a look at March, I point at the bucket. I tried it, okay? Oh, come on, one more chance. I shift around and nudge the wand with my knee. It's going to make me try this until I get an apple, I get. Don't set the wand down, kids will steal it. All in favor of the kids from the previous visual novel stealing the wand. Please say aye. I could make it easier on myself. What should I do? Oh, we could cheat. We could cheat. Let me save. Are we gonna cheat at the apple bobbing? Are we gonna play fair? Find out soon. Find out soon. Find out soon. We gotta know, is this the time for fairness or the time for cheating? Cheat, 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 cheat. Alright, we're gonna cheat at this. Fair is where you go to ride the ponies. Oh, ponies are a compelling argument. Use witch powers to cheat. Alright, we're gonna cheat, everybody. Pick up the wand, wave it, and try to tap it on the side of the barrel. Maybe I can empty out the water. Swing is just a bit off. Did I ever tell you why I got kicked off the softball team? Instead of touching the barrel, I tapped myself on the cheek. Instantly, I feel my mouth widen, my teeth growing longer, sharp, and jagged. I smile with my messed out mouth and plunge my face into the water, snagging up apple after apple with shark teeth. Soon the bucket is empty. Swing around my head to look at March, who's knelt down beside me. The old guy who's been helping us, standing right next to her, looks horrified. March, however, is thrilled, clapping at my antics. Yo, Nama! Dear, your mouth. It's an incredibly strange feeling having your teeth shrink. I wouldn't recommend it. You're not mad? Why would I be? You used your wits to achieve your end. The older guy dabs at his forehead with a paper towel, still clearly freaked out at what he just saw. March just starts grabbing the apples and putting them in her dress pocket. No matter how many apples she shoves in, they never appear full. Nice trick. She gets to her feet and sweeps a curtsy to the old guy. Thank you, sir, for the delight. Have a wonderful All Hallows Eve. March straightens up and runs off toward the woods. Onward, sidekick. Alright, we grip the wand and run after her. I'm not your sidekick! As we head into the woods. And I say woods very lightly. March stops. I asked her, tapping my ear with the wand and giving myself bad ears. That was a mistake. We're still pretty near the park and I can hear all the kids chattering like they're speaking right into my brain. But when I turn my ears back, I do pick out a peculiar sound, like someone crying, coming from deeper within the thicket. Point in the direction of the sound. March nods and we walk towards whoever's crying. Turns out it's someone very hairy. So he gets up and wipes out his eyes. I see a snout protruding from his face and fur covering the backs of his hands. He has a very good costume where we're looking at a werewolf! Go away! Are you alright, young one? I said go away! That's not very kind of you. March, stop! Sorry, she's not from around here. Really? I just moved here last year. I blink in surprise at how quickly the wolf turns from disappointed to sad. Where are you from? From the land of Festunia, where the holiday wishes reside. Oh, that sounds more exciting than Waukesha. Where? It's in Wisconsin. Don't worry about it. I ask you again, are you alright, young one? The werewolf sniffs. I don't know if the mic picked that up. Cloud Marsh is like, Waukesha mentioned? Loving the sniffing sound effect. Excellent, the mic did pick it up. Just don't fit in very well. As we speak, I see some kids coming towards us. Are those them? Yeah, why are they out here? The kids surround the werewolf. Lester, make faster! Oh, these are some cute kids. My name's Lester. That doesn't help. Think they'd come up with a better nickname. Don't give them ideas. Come on, Lester. Your mommy's looking for you. You need your mama to protect you? You a mama's boy, Lester McFester? Lester growls. Don't you dare talk about my mom. Unfortunately, his voice is high-pitched and unthreatening. The kids just laugh. You should take your stupid costume off before you scare your mama. One of the kids goes up to Lester and tugs the fur spouting out of his face. Hey, my whiskers! Did you glue this on, you dummy? Why would you glue your mask on? The kids fight. March turns and glares at me. Do something! Glance down at the wand in my hands. What should I do? Okay, are we gonna scare the kids or turn them into toads? That is the great mystery of this age. Turn them into toads. Again, we shall save, just in case it matters. We got the toads. That would be totally cool. But then... Alright, that's 2 people for toads. Any objections, Cloud Marsh? Any objections? Anyone else in the chat? Toads, 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 toads! Okay. I step forward and wave. Hey, Canton! You also want the toads. Step forward. And wave the wand over the heads of the kids. Instantly they shrink down and form. I object. I don't think you should marry her. The kid who'd been yanking Lester's fur now clings to it desperately as he becomes a toad. Lester picks the toad's oven and holds it up, horrified. What did he do? Croak! Give them what they deserved. Oh gosh, I'm dead, 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 dead. How Gonna tell their parents we toadified them. It's all that broom stuff. She seems a bit flighty. Ah. Only lasts till next morning. But what if they get eaten or smashed by a car or... March picks up the nearest toad. Do not fret, young Lester. Perhaps this may teach them a lesson, one they desperately need to learn. Toadify the parents too so they can be a happy toad family? Yes, that's totally radical. Not to mess with witches or werewolves? Points to the last toad. You take that one. Why? Lester is correct. There are creatures in the forest that would find them a treat. Let's take them back to the park and find safety. Totally. Groaning, I tuck the wand into my back pocket and pick the last toad up as it frantically tries to hop away. It's not as slimy like I thought it would be. I try to be careful holding it. Doing my best to hold it to my chest with one hand, I pull out the wand again. Why don't we just change them back? Suppose they've suffered enough of a fright simply from the transformation. You think so? How do you tell if a toad is scared? Maybe we can leave them a little while longer. Maybe make sure they get the one. We can get a bucket from the bobbing for apples stand and watch them. That's very kind of you, Lester shrugs. Their moms would kill me if I got them hurt or worse. You're a good kid, Lester. Alright. Do you know of a spirit tree here? A what? Ancient wisdom tree that attracts spirits and magic. Oldest tree in the area is that way. I don't really know about magic, but we shall see. Thank you for your aid, good sir. Alright. The tree is pretty old. I didn't expect that. This neighborhood is maybe 20 years old? Alright, so the trees have survived. Neighborhood's getting put in. March mocks Molly up to the me with mining mice. It's wonderful. So much magic built up in one place. I can't feel anything. Well, you are mortal. It is not your gift. Surely, though, you feel some awe from its mere presence. I mean, it's a nice tree. I think I get what you mean. The tree looms over us, and I can feel its age, its strength. March bows to the tree. O spirit tree, humble is thy spirit. Before thee I bring an offering, though meager, may it please you. Uneasily, I wonder if she means I'm the offering before I realize she's digging in her pockets. We aren't doing human sacrifices today. Throw several apples to the ground around the tree's roots, the ones we got from the apple bobbing game. Is this an apple tree? Would it be offended by having fruit or the fruit of its brothers given to it? Diana's like, I wish this was human sacrifice time. Blink and the apples are wrapped up by the roots. Thank you for accepting my offering, O wise one. Now I must ask you a favor. My broom is broken and I'm in desperate need of one of your bros for a new one. For a moment there's silence. I'm not sure a tree can. Shush. We hear a cracking sound. One of the tree's limbs falls near my feet. March picks it up with glee and strips off its branches. Perfect, thank you, O tree. Alright, she is truly someone who can talk to trees. We should get her. I think she might be the Lorax. She speaks for the trees and talks to the trees. Thank you for your help tonight. She holds out her hand to me. I stare, wondering what you want. If I might have my wand back, young mistress. Oh, yeah. Hesitantly, I hand it back. I'd gotten used to using it. My hand feeling empty is a bit surreal. March takes it up and taps the jack-o'-lantern tip against her palm. I have enjoyed your company tonight. You have played many tricks upon your neighbors, and that is in the spirit of the festivities. Do wonder, though. Can a trickster handle a taste of her own medicine? Turn and try the round, but March has already cast a spell. Alright, wait, what? My limbs feel much smaller and I have a hard time getting control of them. Nose feels much longer and mouth out of place. Oh boy. You must not do that. You turned me into a mouse! My voice is tiny and high-pitched! I sound terrible! I can't believe she's done this to me! But I guess I've been a little nasty all night. But seriously, a mouse? Just until the night is over, my darling. Just like your other chicks, they will not last. I think uneasily back to the people I've affected tonight. Marge hears me chittering to myself and runs a finger along my back. My dear, do not worry. Time heals all ills and time will pass faster than you know. Waits for me to get comfortable. I dig in my toes a little harder than I need to so I can grip. Now, let's go to see what mischief we can find on this night. She taps her branch. She sprouts the wiggly bristly things on the end. This will have to do until I return to Festuna. Let's be off. Alright, we're flying. Flying is terrifying like this. I'm worried she'll crash again. And everything's exciting, too. We head off to the night seeking other neighborhoods, finding other children to trick, or perhaps on occasion treat. The end! Alright! Guys, what did we think of that visual novel? We have completed it. It was indeed cute. Very charming. I liked the various random events that would happen. They felt, very silly. I call this a success. A witch for Halloween. Alright. It's been almost 2 hours, not quite 2 hours since I started. I'm thinking I'll probably wrap up the stream here. But before I wrap it up, I might as well tell y'all that I'm planning to stream again. And this Sunday at 9 p.m. EST. I don't know what time that translates to in Australia time, although I could look it up real fast. Let's see. Australian time. Okay. Oh, dude, I could put it on my stream schedule. I don't know if I will. Let me figure out how to do that. Let me figure out how to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Channel. That's channel. Let's see. Stream schedule. Where is that? Y'all might have to tell me what a stream schedule is, because I am ignorant about Twitch. This is my second stream in the history of ever, and unfortunately I've had Unfortunately, I have not figured out the things. Let's see. Access it on your channel page, okay? Oh, don't mess with my things. Okay. In Firefox right now. Let's see. Stream. Would it be under Stream Manager? Let's see. Invite guests. No. Stream schedule. That's one of the factors me and the frog buddies check out when we plan our mosquito marathons. Anyways, as I close the stream and figure out the next thing, make sure to follow for more our visual novel streams. Aims. Good night. Night and goodbye. Thank you all very much for watching. I might stay on long enough for Barry to tell me. On your channel there should be home, about. Schedule your next stream. Okay. Okay. 9 p.m. Free Sunday. The visual novel times. It says segment not found. Hold on. This is proving to be more difficult to figure out than I thought. It is on ad stream, right? Let's see. Your settings, streaming. It might be acting wonky because I'm mid-stream. So I'm gonna end the stream. See y'all later, everybody. Bye.